started. Fast. House guest is already unsociable. Mum dropped him off about an hour ago with all his stuff. Like, the house isn't crowded enough. The dog has so many things. He comes with so much baggage, mostly ducky. So I don't think this is something I've mentioned on the vlog before, but I am part of an organisation called Team Kenyan International. They specialise in body recovery, asset recovery, so that in a disaster, mostly plane crashes, they specialise in plane crashes. But in that kind of incident, they try and return belongings to families when they can't return a body or body parts. They will try, but they're really, really hot on giving someone something so that they can have that closure. Now, there's been a huge earthquake in Turkey and across Turkey and across Syria yesterday in the night, I think. I don't think that I'll get called out, but that is a possibility. So my work with Team Kenyan, I've not been activated before, but there hasn't been an incident of this nature for a long time, not since I joined. But what I'm on the roster to do for them is to manage the mortuary. So I'm quite interested to see whether anything comes up this week. It's never happened. There's never been anything that has suggested that I might get a call until today, really. Because it's going to take a long time to get them in a state of recovery. And I imagine it will very quickly turn from a rescue mission to a recovery mission, which is where organisations like Kenyan International get involved. Because quite often with things like plane crashes, it's very, very unlikely that there'll be any survivors. And similar to this, the longer that this goes on and they're not finding bodies, but they're not finding live people, the more likely it is that this turns into a recovery operation and trying to return deceased to their families. So, interesting. So I'm keeping an eye on that. And yeah, just sitting with my house guest, getting some work done. Hello? Hello? So, I took a big risk. I put my last mousse in the freezer because I remember ages ago I really liked the Milky Bar mousses and I put them in the freezer so they feel like ice cream. This is pretty solid, actually. I've probably fucked this up. But I'm going to give it a go, see if it's any good. Scratch that. I just opened it and it was absolutely solid. I've gone back in. I can't wait. I saw this article the other day on Lab Bible, I think it was, about like the top 10 Netflix series ever. Ozark was 9, which I thought was bullshit. Can't remember where Breaking Bad was. Oh no, it was Netflix original series, sorry. Ozark was 9. And this German series called Dark was number 1. So I was like, okay, I'm in. Sci-fi, blah, blah. Very, very me. It's all in a fucking cave. I'm so scared of caves. What am I going to do? I'm going to try and see it through, but it's not looking good. Maybe I should just stick to Love Island. But anyway, it's Monday evening. 3 more days until Andy is home. I've got Dexter with me now, so that's kind of a nice little bit of company, although he's very mardy tonight because obviously my mum and Carl have gone away. And I think he probably is just like, where the fuck are you? Why have you abandoned me with this bitch? He loves staying here, but he always has like a little mardy day or the first couple of days. He'll get over it. He'll get over it as soon as Andy comes home as well, because Andy loves like playing rough and tumble with him. He'll be fine. But yeah, he's just snoozing away in the corner and I'm just chilling out. I did a little bit of work last night. Not into it tonight. just want to chill out. And I'm trying to do a little bit more of that. I give myself loads of grief for not doing work, but sometimes you just need to not, and that's okay too. Don't have to be 100 miles an hour all the time. Good morning. Filmed my training session this morning. It was all right. Oh, fuck, have I got another meeting? Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, I have. Anyway, quickly. It was good. It was okay. It's occurred to me that you use your shoulders a lot. It takes a lot to fatigue them. And even if I'm not getting what I want to, I will drop set the fuck out of them until they are tired, because my shoulders and my glutes are probably my most stubborn muscle groups. And my new plan of attack is, I will lift and lift and lift. I will up my weight. I will add more reps, but I'm going to drop set the living shit out of them until they are tired. And then I may grow some. But it was a bit of chest and shoulders today. Some PBs in there. Wasn't that kind of session, I don't think. My chest was very tired after my first crack at my chest press, and sometimes that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. However, over the last kind of couple of weeks, I've been really reflecting on my progress. By the way, my light for my laptop. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been really looking at my progress and where I'm seeing some results. I have seen some improvement in my glutes. It's slow, it's steady. I'm not a genetic freak. I'm not on any peds. It's going to take me some time to make some improvements. So that's just the way it is. But I have seen some improvements in my chest. Big time. Even the way that my boobs sit. Even the way that my boobs sit, I'm seeing some improvements in growing my pectoral muscles. But yeah, so I am starting to see some gains, even in this kind of fatty phase, which is good because it does keep you going. It's really hard sometimes to see your progress and to stay as motivated as you have to be to keep hitting this every single day and not having those quick wins. But although my session isn't what I really wanted it to be this morning and wasn't as like amazing as last week's, it was still a good session. I still turned up. I still lifted heavy and I'm quite happy with it. But I've got rest days coming up. I don't know when to take them. I don't really know when to take them. I probably will take one tomorrow. Just let everything chill out. I've got a big meeting at work tomorrow and I want to be there early. So yeah, I'll probably train on Thursday. I might go in and get some cardio done after work though on my way home. My dad's going to pop over and just look after Dexter for the afternoon. I say look after, just be around for Dexter in the afternoon. Just while Andy's not here, but he'll be back by Friday. So I won't have to worry about that because he'll be in the house, which is good. But yeah, all in all, an all right morning. How is it 10 to 11 already? Fuck me, I need to get my shit together. This little chicken nugget has got a rude awakening. We need to go out for a walk, please. You just snored all the way through my meetings. He don't give a fuck. He's gonna. He's pretending to be asleep still. Come on. Oh dear. It turns out Dexter is also a fan of the Aldi protein mousses. Aren't you, mate? Bless him. Hello. It is Wednesday. It is rest day. I'm in the office. I'm not fucking physically in the office, obviously. And I'm just on my lunch getting some steps in. I just had a very long 2-hour meeting, so I'm ready to get some activity going. It was also a meeting where I was supposed to be presenting a few different things. And my laptop just fucking died. And when I say died, I don't mean battery. I mean it just collapsed in on itself. It wouldn't turn on, it wouldn't plug in a mouse, it wouldn't do anything. And I was like, but I saved everything in like a central area so I could use someone else's. But it took me about 5 minutes of like just fucking dying internally before I thought, no, I'm giving up. My director was there and I was like, oh my God. But it was fine and she was impressed with the stuff that I'd done, which is nice because I mean, I still haven't been there long and it's just good. Passed my 3-month probation this week. Forgot to add. How exciting. Also, how has it been 3 months? What the fuck? Just madness. Where is time going? It is mental. So that's good. And yeah, just getting some steps in today. I am probably going to have to train in the evening tomorrow because I've got the dog and because Andy isn't home. I would normally leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I don't want to feed him like 3 hours before he would normally be fed, just so that I can go out and get my training done, because otherwise he'll be hungry. And my dad is gonna pop over and just make sure that he's okay and let him out and stuff throughout the day, because he doesn't live too far. But yeah, just a bit annoying. So I think I'm probably going to train in the evening tomorrow, which gives me another chance to test out Nova Nero Pump, whatever you want to say. That branding is shit. I don't know what you want me to call it. Come on in, Nova Farm. So yeah, like 2 days until Andy's back. He starts travelling back tomorrow, which is just nuts. So ready for it. Good morning, it is Thursday and it is another day in the Mansfield office. Whoa, these are great. Very peachy, very passion fruity, very me. Zoomy juice! So I'm off to Mansfield. I'm at work all day, obviously, and I've got loads of training on and shit like that and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to train after work. I've got a lot of shit to do tonight before Andy comes home. I don't mean like shit to do, I just mean like I need to wash my hair. All I did last night was try and fucking sort my phone contract out. What has happened? Why are they so expensive? All I want to do is improve my storage a little bit, because I use it for so many pictures and videos and stuff now that I'm trying to kind of grow my YouTube, grow my Instagram. What? Honestly, it's so expensive for a phone contract right now and I don't even understand it. So I need to try and sort that out. I was looking at the second-hand ones because I was like, I don't give a fuck. I just need one more storage. So I was doing that last night until late. And then I was like, oh shit, I actually needed to have washed my hair tonight. And I didn't. And like this. So I've also got to do a horrible order from Insight. You know when everything seems to run out at once? When it's paced through the month, you're just like, oh, I need to buy this, oh, I need to buy that. When everything dies at once and you need protein and all your different supplements, you're looking at 100 plus quid. Hate that for me, but that's coming tonight as well. Buzzing! Just been sat down for like 2 hours doing some training. So getting my steps in on my lunch. I've got another meeting at 1 for a couple of hours. They're just so bloody long, aren't they? I just want to move around. I am not made to sit still, ever. It is something that I struggle with a little bit. Like, even at home, but I always make sure that I'm drinking fucking loads so that I get up and at least get up and down the stairs, go to the toilet in between some of these meetings, and then find time to get my steps in wherever I can. It does become, like, even in off season, something that I've maintained, even when I might have had like a little bit of extra chocolate, a little bit of extra this. My steps, my training and my cardio has never faltered, never been skipped. So there is still that resilience on that. And it just becomes a because you have to. You will find the time. I think sometimes you can get into the habit of, oh, it's off season, it's not as important. And there are things that you can swap about and have a little bit of a treat here and there, but I think keeping some structure to your training, your cardio, your steps helps maintain the balance when you do have those little things. It makes you stay focused. So that never falters. We still get the steps done, we still get the training done, we still get the cardio done. Some training sessions aren't as good as others. That's natural. You're pushing your body really hard, they're not always going to be. But some of the stuff has to stay the same. Good evening. Oh, look at that pump. I've got quite a nice little pump today. When I was training, I didn't feel like a little pissy thing, which was good. Please ignore all my washing up. So I just had to, okay. So I just had to train in the evening, like I said, and I was worried about what kind of session it might be. Again, please ignore. So I was worried about what kind of session it might be, and actually smashed it. just because I was, you know, end of day, didn't know what I'd be like, don't normally do that. Great. And Nova Nero, I felt really good going into that. I just got back and it is 10 to 9 and I've got to have about 3 meals, so that's fucking shit, but that is my own fault. I just got back and my personal test results, like, what the fuck, massive report is back from the wellbeing check that I had through work. I haven't looked through it yet, but I'm already pretty fucking impressed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can keep this and then go back to it later. What is annoying is I'm just having a flick through it now, and it's like going through all my actual results. It doesn't tell me what the normal is. It tells me if I've like come up green, which is great, but it doesn't tell me what normal is. I better look through that in the morning and see if anything comes up that I want to flag, but great.
Not me eating my tea at 10 p.m. Fuck's sake. I need to wash my hair. It's not going well.
Good Friday morning, where all my meetings for the day have been cancelled. I was going to take today off to go and pick Andy up from the airport, but I didn't because I had loads of meetings. And they've all been cancelled. Good. Train legs this morning. It was good. It was hard work. It was hard work. I don't think it helped that I went to bed so late last night because I wanted to wash my hair and get all my shit together for Andy coming home, because I've looked like a gremlin for the last 3 weeks. And I don't think that was really fair, to be honest. But yeah, it was good. PBs on the leg press for reps. My knees started to give up by the end. I tried some RDLs with some different 40 kg dumbbells. The set that I had was 40 or 45 rather than the 42 and a halves that someone else was using. So I went to the other set and I was like, I'm not doing the 45s. These 40s, humbling. Isn't it weird that different dumbbell sets feel different? Like, they're the same weight, but fuck me, they don't go up and down the same. It was hard. Leg extension started to I was fucking tired by the end of that. Bulgarians, again, super tiring. I was knackered. Absolutely knackered. But that's all my big sessions for the week. So yeah, just waiting for the boy to come home. In between the meetings that I do have left, I'm going to be just tidying up, cleaning, making sure the house is right. Because that boy got some OCD about cleanliness. Live. Also, I've got my appointment for my mammogram. I've only got it because I rang them and was like, I haven't had an appointment yet. And they were like, oh, you should be receiving a letter really, really soon. But since you're on the phone, I'll book you in. Okay. 18th. So next Saturday. Cool. Another day. Another snacky snack. I'm trying the chocolate rice cakes. By the way, squeezy peanut butter, what a game changer. I feel like this already is not going to hit the same as a salted caramel, but I'll give it a go. Okay. It's giving Snickers vibes, obviously. Not quite as good. I've got a little bit of salt on there as well. I'll take back everything I just said. Oh, now I don't know which one I like more. Not shit.
Andy's train is due in 6 minutes. I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't believe it. Hopefully this is the last time I'll ever have to do this, but fucking hell. I'm so excited. Hello and happy Saturday. The traveller has returned. Andrew, how was your America trip?
It was good.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was bullshit.
It was good.
Was it okay?
It was long.
It was long. What have we done today? Lazed in bed for a bit because you were absolutely fucked yesterday. How long were you awake for? Over 24 hours?
Yeah.
Gross. We just had a night in last night. Started watching The Last of Us. Didn't I say how excited I was to start watching that? But I had to wait until Andy came home. One of our, when we first met, we played the game together. So I suppose it was actually quite important that I waited. But yeah, started watching that. We're 2 episodes in, aren't we? Which I was quite impressed that you stayed awake for. And then we've been into town this morning. Did my check-in, it was good. I'll go into more detail about that tomorrow. And wait until you see the donuts that we've bought. We're having celebratory Andy's home donuts from Donuts. I don't know whether I've shown you them before when we had one at the Christmas market, but we bought a box of 4 today. We shared one earlier, didn't we?
We did.
Cherry Bakewell one. And then we are going to have sausage and mash and greens for tea for an off-plan meal, because Andy has probably not even, I was going to say, you've seen vegetables whilst you've been away this time. You've had a little bit.
I ordered a few salads towards the end of the 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're just throwing your money away.
Yeah, working away, not so glam actually, because, I mean, the places where you've been staying for work haven't been like accessible good food.
A lot of Uber Eats.
A lot of Uber Eats. So you've mostly been living off pizzas, burgers. Pizzas and burgers.
No, that's not true. I've had a good amount of salads, but you just have to get Uber Eats because I can't get in a taxi for 10-15 minutes just so I can tell whether I ordered a salad.
Yeah.
You have to Uber Eats it.
You've done a bit of exploring, didn't you, when you were away? You had a bit of time in New York. When you're on your own, it's just different, isn't it? It's not as fun. We've both been saying that today, that actually some of the stuff that Andy has seen and done whilst he's been away with work, it's kind of a bittersweet because we just wish we were doing it together. So we're enjoying tonight, having some food before he goes off again for the Super Bowl with his friends. And enjoying taking this guy out. Tonight's treat. Whoa! So that is lemon meringue. Oh god, it smells amazing. That one is Weekend Billionaire, and that one was sticky toffee, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at them bad boys. So Andy and I are catching up with The Last of Us, and as you can probably tell, we've just watched episode 3. Wow. Good morning, it's Sunday. Good morning, it's Sunday. When will I learn? Andy has just gone off to Nottingham to celebrate the Super Bowl with his friends, so that was kind of short and sweet, him being home. He'll be back home on Tuesday. I'm just about to go and do my ab and what was missing from this week's session, which will probably take me a couple of hours because I know what I'm like, but I will film it today. And my check-in was good yesterday. My check-in is just, at the minute, it's very much accountability, and my weight has stabilised. Coach is kind of reporting back on things that aren't necessarily physique related. So she's like, your confidence has just fucking flown for how you are feeling in yourself and sitting at this kind of weight and how you look and stuff, and your head is so much more in the game than it ever has been before. And that is just as much like positive feedback as anything else that you could comment on like my physique and stuff. So again, we're just carrying on as we are. There's nothing to report really when it comes to physique. I'm very much enjoying showing how I'm looking because I think it's important that people see that it takes a lot to make progress in the off season. When you're looking at natural progress, it's slow and steady. It's slow and steady, and it's good to show exactly, like, well, not exactly, because personally for me my calories are what they are, but you know what it takes to build a physique in the off season. And I think it's important to show bodybuilders at every stage of the process, because it's not all bikinis and tans. In fact, that is probably 10% of the work that goes into this sport. So really important. And yeah, so my feedback was really positive, really just about how I'm kind of tackling this at the moment. We are on the lookout for any kind of signs of needing a deload. I don't think they're quite there yet, neither of us do, and I'm just conscious of that as we carry on doing what we're doing. But at the minute, no reason to. So yeah, we're going to go in and smash out abs, which is not just abs, is everything.
from my ab session. And I've just been and got all the rest of my steps in. I wasn't feeling particularly hungry when I came home, came back from my walk. Wow. Unwell. I don't know why. I don't know whether it was off plan last night that's just made me feel this kind of way, but I have not been hungry at all. As a result, stupidly left 3 or 4 meals to 6 o'clock. So good one, me. So this one's now going in. This is 2 lots. This is 2 meals together. And I'm going to sit and eat this. And then I'm going to wait a couple of hours. And then I'm going to get my cheeseburger meal in. Off season isn't pretty sometimes. Like, this is so much food. And you are eating when you are not hungry. Especially if you're poorly. Dexter! No. Especially when you don't feel great. I mean, who wants to eat loads of food when they feel sick and can't stay away from the bathroom? Nobody. So, yeah, pray for me. I need to stop doing this on a Sunday though, because it just makes me go to bed feeling uncomfortable. It seems to be a running theme at the minute that I'm either like dropping Andy off at the train station in the afternoon because I'm trying to spend as much time with him as possible. But hopefully life will get back to normal soon and we can like go and train together in the morning or whatever, or even maybe do it on a Saturday. Either way, need to stop leaving my meals till late because this is just not cool. We are having cuddles, bum pats.
And most of all,
Tomorrow's leg session I am already nervous about. Actually, I didn't mention this, but yesterday I fell down the stairs. Totally my own fault. Was taking my coat down, slipped on my coat, arsed to every single step on the way down and landed in a heap at the bottom. And I just don't know how that's going to go. I went pretty steady today. It's literally just my arse and my tailbone that I hurt, but yeah. It's going to be interesting.